Okay, so I was going to ask you who Jesus was. Was there an actual figure known as Jesus, or who was Jesus?
No, Jesus is the Savior is simply a Roman witticism. The important part of the name is Christ, which is Greek for Messiah. And there certainly were Messiahs. There was a Messiah that led the rebellion against Rome in 66, and his name was Eleazar, and he's satirized in the Gospel as the character Lazarus, which is Greek for Eleazar.
That's that was a confusing thing.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's hard to. The Romans are often switching names. It's one of their techniques to create confusion. But it's in the book. I go into quite a bit of explanation about this. Another piece, actually, that might be of interest to the viewers is all of the females that are central to Jesus' ministry are named Mary, with the exception of one who's named Martha, which is Aramaic for Mary. Well, it's ludicrous. Why are all of these individuals named Mary, and not just particular people throughout the ministry, but Jesus' mother is named Mary, as is her sister is named Mary. Lazarus' sister is named Mary, and her sister, Lazarus' other sister, is named Martha, which is Aramaic for Mary. Why all the Marys? Well, Mary means rebellious female. And you see, Rome took the position that all of the followers of the Messiah were Marys. And this is why we have the name Mary is so associated with female Christians early on. Is that it's obviously a piece of humor from someone who's looking at the religion as an outsider. And I mean, by religion, I mean the real Messianic movement of Palestine, which was the Jewish one.
Okay, very briefly, can you tell us, in the Gospels you explain that Jesus is Titus, but who is the devil?
Okay. The Romans took the position that the rebellious Jews were possessed by a demonic spirit. And so when you have the stories of Jesus casting out demons, what these really are are satires of the Jews had been possessed by this rebellious spirit, which they said is demonic. In other words, they're saying that you don't want to be a slave in the Roman Empire. You have a devil inside you. And so Jesus comes along and he casts out these demons. And this is, again, it's just a very broad-based satire on events that are actually happening. I show this in the book. But a real good example of this is simply as going back to that the Matthew birth narrative, where Jesus is paralleling the story of Moses. And in Moses' story, the Israelites are the one who tempt God. And that's well known. In the wilderness, they're out there tempting God. However, in the New Testament version, the Israelites are replaced by the devil. You see, it's just this very, very delicate sleight of hand to try to cast the Israelites in the role of being possessed by demons.
Okay.